And we're back once again, and we're going to visit with Miss Debbie Ritter, who makes miniature dolls. How are you today?
I'm fine.
You know what? It'd be nice to bump on you. I wasn't even thinking about
Things
that.
we don't recognize.
Yeah, okay. Well, at any rate, hi again, Debbie.
Hello, good morning.
What got you started into making miniature dolls?
I don't know. Well, actually, my dad, about 10 years ago, he put together a dollhouse for my mom because my dad didn't want to put it together. And when he got it done, I said, it needs something in it. And so I thought, well, I think I could do something. I'd heard about clothespin dolls. And so I looked up on the internet and thought, well, I can do better than that, you know, because most of them are really simplistic.
Right.
And so I just kind of started getting in there and figuring out how to do it. And it took me 10 years to get to this point that I made my mom every, year after, I'd make her a set of them to put in her dollhouse until my dad said that's enough. And so
bursting at the seams. There's no more room.
Yeah, but I still sneak a few over to her. But I decided to, through a mention, somebody had mentioned to me about Etsy, and I thought, well, I'll try selling them. And I was surprised that, it just snowballed from there on.
I just recently learned about Etsy, and don't really use it or anything, but that's an online service kind of thing.
It started out as a totally handmade, but they started adding other things like vintage and like people that manufacture things, as long as it's a small group of people manufacturing things, like jewelry or clothes, that sort of thing. So it's kind of expanded into more than that.
So you can sell online, basically.
Yes, you can sell online, but the majority of them, there's a lot of artists on there, and that's why I started doing that, because I thought, well, I'll see what happens. But I was just really surprised that it took off.
So there's a market for these miniature dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I was
Is this a hobby, or is this?
It's not a hobby. It's a business. Probably if I wasn't making money at it, I probably wouldn't do it as often, because it's it's time consuming.
Sure.
And so it's a business, and I didn't expect it. I just didn't expect it to turn into a business, because I just thought I'd throw a few out there and see what happened, and then it was just like
you got orders and
started coming in.
Specific things that they were ordering, or they were going, oh, I like that one, I'll take that one.
I get a lot of that, but I take custom orders, so I get a lot of strange requests from time to time. Like one lady wanted me to do one of her husband. And I was like, I told her, why would anybody want a doll of their husband? I mean, you see him enough, but I went ahead and did it anyway, and he just loved it. It was him holding a basketball. I guess he was a basketball fan.
Yeah.
And then I had one lady send me a picture of her mother, her grandmother, who had deceased, but in the 40s, she wore these 1940s vintage clothes, and she wanted me to do a replica of her. So I did that. So I get requests, but I do have a lot in there right now that I've done of myself, like over 700 dolls now that I have. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I do pretty much all day long around my schedule.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and show exactly how you do this, because to go from this point to that point is pretty amazing. So you start off with a wooden clothespin, right?
It has to be that kind right there.
Are these hard to find?
Yes, they are. So I have to do an internet search from time to time to make sure I have a good supply of them. My husband, he will drill the hole, because I'm not good with tools.
Okay. And that's pretty precise too.
Yeah.
You got to have a small little bit there to do that. Okay.
And then I thread a wire through, and it ends up looking like that.
So these are the arms, apparently.
Yeah, that's what's going to be the arms.
Okay.
And then I get clay, and I wet my fingers, and just, it doesn't look like much right there, but I have to shape it. I want to try to shape the face according to how everybody has a different face shape.
Sure.
And if they're wearing a skirt or whatever, I have to make it according to that. And then after I do that, then it starts.
And then they get feet.
They get the feet.
Yeah, so you're very detailed about all of this.
Yes, I have to get my reading glasses on to do the rest. And then I paint. I paint the face, and then put the facial details on.
Okay.
Then after that, I put the clothes on.
Okay, I'm going to put this down, so they need to change that shot. Okay, let's see. We're going to do this really famous one. I'm sure everybody can identify who this is.
Actually, before I came here, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
But I was told that if I was going to live down here, I had to know who this man was.
That's true.
So that's what I did. I thought, well, I want to fit in while I'm down here. So that's Paul Bear Bryant, the coach, and I put a little football on his hand and
Sure.
gave him his trademark hat. It's hard to find things that small of a scale print that will work, but
Right.
I kind of did.
Right. So you had to make this. You had to make his hat. You had to just-
Everything.
yeah.
Everything has
Okay.
to be made by hand.
Okay.
And that's,
Trying to determine what is this.
it's his game plan rolled up.
Oh, okay. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
This little right there.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I've looked at pictures, and I study pictures of the person I'm going to do before I do them.
Okay.
That way I kind of get a feel for what kind of person they are.
Okay, and let's see. You know, when you were pointing this one out to me, I really did kind of think I knew who this was.
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if the audience might know. It's not that she's as popular here as Paul Bear Bryant, but
She's probably
she is
not.
a pretty popular character
Yeah.
in old English times.
Right. Is it Queen Mary?
You're close,
Well,
but not
Queen
quite.
Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
This is
okay.
actually what she really did look like on her coronation day. When she's crowned queen, I took the portrait that they had painted of her and just did like a duplication of her, and I sell a lot of her because, and she goes to England.
Yeah,
a lot of her over in England.
I bet you
So,
she does go. And
yeah.
even the cloth, you said, you tried to replicate the
Yeah, the
fabric.
costume, if I can, if I have something that will kind of be similar, I do try to do that. All the details I try to fit in as much as possible.
Okay. Now, some people might recognize her, but once again, she's more of a Brit than anything. She competed in a contest, a singing contest, and blew everybody away, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
she is. She's very famous now, but that's Susan Boyle, and I did her as she was in her, when she was appearing on the Britain's Got Talent, and they gave her such a hard time for a while. I felt so sorry for her, and I was telling my husband, I hope she wins because I think she's really good. And while this was going on, my sister told me, she said, why don't you make one of her? And I said, I don't think anybody's going to buy that. Well, I ate my words because I made one and put her on my blog. And when I did, it was just like, I don't know how it happened, but I got calls.
It went viral.
Yes, and I got calls from England. I was getting calls, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning there, and then it'd be 9 o'clock, and like, I don't know how many I got of interviews, and they gave it to her on the Today Show, so.
Really?
Yes.
Your little miniature doll?
They presented it to her when she won, and they gave it to her, and she made it dance across the screen. And
Oh, my
she really
gosh.
seemed to like it, so I was
Yeah.
happy.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
it was fun.
Okay, and then these 3 guys, people might be able to determine who these 3 guys are. I don't know, but what do you think?
It's Joseph, me, and Dennis.
Yeah, in
It
fact,
could
Dennis
be.
has portrayed this before.
It should be.
It could be, but actually better known as the 3 wise men.
Right. That was my second guess.
That was your second guess. Very good there.
Well, I have to get a head start on Christmas.
That's
so-
right.
so
That's
I'm-
right. Well, tell me a little bit about how people can purchase these.
You just go to my shop. I'm on Etsy. The name of my shop is Unique Doll Designs, and I spelled it strangely, like UNEEK.
Okay.
Doll Designs, and if you type that in, or if you just type in my name on the internet search bar, it'll come up. My shop will come up, Debbie Ritter.
Okay.
And it'll take you right to it, and you can order. Well, I've got over 700 to choose from, but if you see something or if you want something special, all you have to do is give me a picture and I will work with it. Yeah, I can do that.
Amazing.
Yeah, I
Pretty
can do it.
amazing. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for being here today.
Thank
These are really
you.
unique.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a great honor to be here.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't go away.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.